Teach you how to go from 0 to 200k. So for those of you who've just got the game, strap in, we're going to get you a good team. And for those of you who've had it a while, don't worry, I'll get your team looking just like mine. Now if you are new around here, make sure to subscribe and of course drop a like down below. And of course if you want some coins in a bit of a quicker way, well, if you guys are fed up of coming against nicks like me and foot champs who use loans and OP cards from day one,
I'm getting really sick of you! Get out now!
Then you need to head over to mitchcactus.com, where not only can you buy the cheapest and most reliable FIFA coins on the EA market, you'll find over 10,000 reviews from people who have used the services and enjoyed them in the past. So make sure to head over to mitchcactus.com and use code RECALL for 5% off. Today we're going to go over some of the best filters that we've got on EAFC 24, because a lot of you will have just got the game, and of course there's going to be a ton of you who haven't seen these filters. So we're going to start with the cheaper ones and kind of move on from there. So first of all, we've got Brazilian Premier League filters. You've got two really good ones. Firstly, we start at Arsenal, where we've got Jesus, we've got Martinelli, and then we've got Gabriel. So a nice little triple there for those three. We can pop this on to, I think, 5k a lot of the time, but it does look like they're a little bit cheaper at the minute, which means this filter is even easier to make a ton of coins off. So we're looking maybe like 2.4, which is brilliant. These cards do go up to as much as sort of 4, 5, if they are really needed. Obviously at the minute the fodder market is pretty low on the lower end. On the higher end you're looking a little bit more difficult, and of course where we're pushed the most at the minute is inform. So we can sell these on for about 2,200 coins. EA tax takes away I think 110 or something like that, so I might not have worked that out exactly right, but essentially if we go 1.9 and sell at 2.2, we're making at least 200 coins profit per card, which is kind of the minimum we usually go off. Now I've missed both of those snipes so far, but they both came up at 1.5, so there's two good snipes that we've missed that would have actually been quite decent profit. We've got 1.3 there that we've just missed, and that's, I think, probably the Gabriel that we've already got. But that's not a bad start. Of course, we've missed a few cards there, but that wasn't even like they were really easy, or sorry, really hard snipes. It was just I missed them being dumb. So you guys should, at this point, probably have sniped a little bit more than I have here, and they're coming up pretty quickly. So even on the lowest profit at 1.9, we're still getting the cards pretty quickly. They're not really, from the looks of things, getting a lot of competition either. Another Premier League club which you can stick on the exact same filter essentially is Newcastle. So you've got Gameres and you've got Joe Linton on this one. So it looks like the pricing is going to be the same, and we've just got one at 1.6, which is brilliant because that's going to sell on again for that nice 2.2 mark. So that's a little bit more profit out of that one from Gameres. So obviously it is ideal to get a snipe like that straight off the bat. We can't complain at all. Once again, you can sit at 1.9 for this one. It does seem like these guys are getting listed pretty heavily, so it's an easy time to go and rattle through and make a ton of coins. Now, if we get that last one, that's four in a very short space of time, and they're all going to sell on quite easily. So very happy with that. Good bit of profit to move on with. Now a really easy one we can hop over to next is Bundesliga. You want to go minimum of 10,250, and we want to go for a goalkeeper. So for this one, if you have a look, you're just going to have the likes of Kobel and of course the likes of Neuer. So you've got 287s there, very similar in terms of value. Obviously same league, same position, makes it very easy to snipe. We just need to find the biting point for these. So it looks like they essentially sell for 12,000 coins. I think we could probably get 12,250 out of a lot of them. So if we go down to, for example, 11,000 coins, there's one there, and we've got it. I mean, the sniping right now seems to be extremely easy. I suppose Christmas Day we don't have the same amount of people online, which is absolutely brilliant. It just means we can go through and make an absolute ton really quickly. So we're going to list that one for 12. EA tax on that is going to be 600 coins, so that's a 400 coin profit off the bat very easily. Obviously with this filter you can kind of take it to a lot of leagues. So if we go over to La Liga, it's going to be a little bit more expensive. I think we're going to be hitting the sort of 20k mark for them, because you've got Oblak, you've got Courtois, and then you've also got Ter Stegen. So you've got 3 there, 88, 89, and I think 91 with Ter Stegen, or 90. So with Oblak you're probably looking at picking them up if you can. Let's just have a look. 19k. Okay, so I'm thinking 17,500 from the looks of the state of the market. 17,500, try sell on at 19,500 and you're absolutely good to go. We're going to do a 10 count just so we can get through these methods quickly. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, so we're going to move on to the next one, and for this one we are going to head over to goalkeeper Premier League. We go for Brazil. So we are heading back over to the Brazilians. And I'm only going to brush over this one because a lot of you will have seen this before if you've played the sort of previous FIFAs. It's been a common filter recently. We've got 88 and 89, very close in value, and they're obviously quite easy to snipe together. Obviously, there are a few similar filters like that. So if we go over to Gold Rare, Brazil, minimum 10 to 50, and Premier League, I do think you've also got Casemiro in the mix, and I don't think we get anyone else as a negative, so you can do that one as well. What we can also do is if we head over to the Saudi League, and then you want to do special, we want to go for French, and of course we're going to be looking at Benzema. You've got his base card, we've also got Maxim in there, we've also got Kante there as well. You're not going to be looking at the radioactives, they are a bit out of the mark realistically, but they are obviously on their own filter, so you can take that over. We don't need to do the minimum for these ones, but radioactive, you've got Kante and you've also got Benzema. So both of these have had a big drop in price, so they're going to be really easily snipeable, which is quite a nice one that we have there. And then obviously the other Saudi League one, we do have other options, which would just be forward and special. Of course, if we can remove Al Jabba by just popping this to sort of like a minimum of 100k, you obviously get rid of the likes of Al Jabba, and then you're left with Halloween, who it does look like he's maybe dropping a little bit lower, so you might want to pop it down, for example, to that 90 mark and just check how much he really goes for. But then you can get a filter with Ronaldo, with Mane. Obviously that's another really easy one, is to just go for their club specifically. If I Al Nazar, and then of course you're just looking at Ronaldo and Mane. Not the new Ronaldo, because that one's a little bit pricey. I can imagine that is unbelievable in game. I know that using this one I had an absolute blast, so I can imagine that is a disgusting card. Similarly to that Mane, those two up front would be absolutely beautiful. But the other thing that would be beautiful, if you could subscribe to say thank you and Merry Christmas to me. Hope you have all had a good Christmas, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.